Alright, leaving the Telos Polar Academy for good. Goodbye! Goodbye, Winterland! Goodbye, Russia! My god, a Star Wars planet actually having more than one climate? Jesus.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What was T3? You did what while you were connected? Deconnected? Hey, look! There's an HK droid in the background that's distracting me from the scene at hand. Ooh, the link worked both ways.
What is the machine saying?
There is a hollow record of the day I was exiled.
We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You were not at Malachor, and you will never understand.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
They're the ones that refuse to listen.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Hi, Ed Asner.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her. and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Is that all there is? There must be more. What's with the syllable breeb? That doesn't make any sense. Breeb. It just has a list of all the missing Jedi? Sure, display it. Those Jedi were all on the council that exiled me.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
We have no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. Oh, and we're suddenly on a save load screen.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Atris and the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
Do you think I can't build one?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Very well. But with the Jedi Enclaves all destroyed, I don't even know where to get the parts.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Alright then, what do we need?
We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Oh my
For the
god!
last time, no.
Everyone wants to talk to me.
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
Beep 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 beep.
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
Owned.
This droid is cleaning me out.
What are you playing?
Gazak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating. Whatever, cheater.
Deal me in. I'm gonna play Pazak. I'll be right back. Arousing come from behind victory! He was up to what I wanted through the street! Woo! Woo! Hello, damaged HK unit. That was in the cutscene, but then somehow this door was closed and it'll never be closed again because once you open a door in this game, you can never close it. It's just gone forever. Looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Paragus. Yes. I need... Woo! Random cutaway. I need a processor, a chassis, a control cluster, and a vocabulator, and I think I have the last two. Yes. Take the vocabulator and insert it in the core. Yay! Initialize the control cluster. Yay! Step away. Yay! I'm gonna repair that droid if it's the last thing that I do. and I'm gonna talk to people, 'cause it's been a while since I did this. What are you doing here, Kreia? Kreia, 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 Kreia.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
I want you to teach me more about the Force. Wrong thing to ask, apparently.
Ask, and I will answer.
Ooh, I do have a couple of new overall questions. What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
Well, but see, the thing is, the whole pupilless eyes thing scares all the small children that we come across in our travels. So I was just wondering, maybe you'd be interested in a way to heal your sight, and
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
Yes, Yoda, with your crude matter. I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Did you know Atris at all?
I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own.
You bitch. I need to get more influence with you. I'll be going now. You bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Is that all you ever do? As Abe Simpson once said. Anyway, it feels so good to be back on the Ebon Hawk again. This is like a portal back to 2009 when I was Let's Playing Knights of the Old Republic 1. Well, actually, a lot of it was in 2010. Where the hell is Bayadur? Oh, I know where he is. He's in the room with the, repair bench. No? Yes, there he is. Hey, Bayadur.
General, need something?
Really, you don't have to call me General.
Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of the past.
I was just wondering what you've been doing since the war ended.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
During my exile, I did the same thing.
Bet you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean?
Only too well.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
Well, it's good to have you around again.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Where'd you pick up that remote, anyways?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
That was nice and musical. What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
Yeah, very musical, very musical there.
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
How'd you lose your arm?
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
That seems a bit rash.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
What you doing right now?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Well, that would be because it was a droid, and droids don't think like most mechanics the last time I checked, because they're robots. Yes. Yes, they're robots. They don't think like mechanics. And I already know I don't have the lightsaber parts I need. Might as well talk to Atton. And I want to look at that hottie. I want to look at that hottie's hot face when I talk to him now.
Something up?
Oh, Foxy Man! I had some questions for you, Foxy Man!
Alright, what did you want to know?
Care to explain where you got your Achani training?
Huh? What are you talking about?
When we entered the Telos Academy, you dropped into an Achani combat stance.
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
Don't change the subject.
Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright?
I'm not accusing you, I just want to know if you've got any other useful skills. You could be a real asset with that combat training.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
Did I have any other questions for you? Nope, I didn't. Gained and lost. Alright. So we're pretty much the same. I could have force persuaded him, but then again, he's trained and stuff, so it probably wouldn't work. Anyway, now the galaxy map has been programmed with the locations of those, the last known locations of those Sith Masters. You mean Jedi? So we got Paragus over here, which is gone boom. Got Telos over here, which we've spent far too much time on. And now over here is Nar Shaddaa, which is the place, the place that Atton said you might want to get lost in the crowd. But then again, we've done some stuff to derail the exchange, so we don't want to go there just yet, probably. We've got Onderon. Oh, and Nar Shaddaa was where I think Zez-Kai-El was? Hang on one second. Alright, I got it now. I looked it up on another computer. Alright, yeah, Nar Shaddaa is where Zez-Kai-El was last known to be seen. Onderon is where Master Kavar was last known to be seen. Dantooine, we know all about Dantooine. That's where Master Varuk was known to be seen last. And Korriban, which we also know all too well, is where Master Vash was last known to be seen. Alright, so the question is, where am I going first? I'm not gonna do a choice between two planets and go back and forth like I did in the first game, because that would just be cheap. Will it be Dantooine or Nar Shaddaa? Dantooine or Nar Shaddaa? Dantooine or Nar Shaddaa? Dantooine or Nar Shaddaa?